Hey there, Excel learners. I'm so glad you're here because today we're tackling a super useful Excel skill, calculating the number of months between two dates. Maybe you're working on financial reports, tracking project timelines, or just trying to settle a friendly argument about how long something has actually been. No worries, I've got you covered. We'll go through 3 different methods to do this, explore the pros and cons of each, and make sure you walk away with the best approach for your needs. Sounds good? Let's get started. First up, we have the date_diff function. Now, here's something to note right away. Date_diff is kind of a hidden gem. It won't pop up in Excel's function list, and you won't get those handy tooltips when you start typing it in. But don't worry, I'll walk you through it. Here's how it works. Click on a blank cell and type equals date_diff, open parenthesis, start date, comma, end date, comma, M, in quotes, close parenthesis. Then press enter and boom, you've got the number of completed months between your two dates. Quick tip, if you drag the formula down, Excel will calculate it for all your rows. But wait, there's a small catch. Date_diff only counts completed months. That means if there's even one day missing from a full month, it won't count it. For example, take a look at this. January 31st, February 28th. Returns 0 months. Uh-oh, but that was a full month. February 1st, March 1st returns 1 month. This one works. If you want to round up instead of down, here's a neat trick. Modify your formula like this. This little tweak adds 15 days to your end date, making sure it rounds up instead. Now, if you need a more accurate result, including partial months, you'll love this one. The year_frac function calculates the difference in years as a decimal. We can use this to get the exact number of months. Here's how. Type equals year_frac, open parenthesis, start date, comma, end date, close parenthesis, times 12. Hit enter, and ta-da! You now have a decimal value, which includes those extra days beyond full months. For example, if your period is 1.5 months, this method will give you exactly 1.5 instead of just rounding down to 1. When to use this method? If you need precise numbers, including partial months. If you're working with prorated calculations, like salaries or interest. Finally, let's talk about a manual but foolproof method using year and month functions. Here's the idea. First, get the difference in years and multiply by 12 to convert it into months. Then, add the difference in months. Formula. Equals open parenthesis, year of end date minus year of start date, close parenthesis, times 12, plus open parenthesis, month of end date minus month of start date, close parenthesis. This method is super reliable because it avoids the quirks of DATEDIF while still keeping things simple. Give them a try and see which one works best for you. So that's 3 awesome ways to calculate months between two dates in Excel. Which method do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. If this was helpful, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more Excel tricks to level up your skills. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.